Now the display shows the recent Arctic sea ice from September 2012, the lowest ice extent ever recorded by satellites. The current typical jet stream location is now shown, with the previous ice extent and jet stream location typical of 30 years ago shown in pink for comparison. During the past few decades, general warming in the atmosphere has accelerated Arctic ice melt, leading to more seasonal ice cover, which is not as white and therefore absorbs more sunlight, in turn causing more warming.
Are you worried about climate change? I'm sure you'd like to minimize your role in climate change, so very logically, you think that not driving a car might be the answer. Even though you are aware that the purchase of a car is the most ridiculous and expensive purchase you could make, sadly, if you live in the US, chances are that your local public transportation system is not up to the task and you must own a car. So, if you must drive, what else can you do to limit your participation in climate change? There is one other big way. Stop eating animal products altogether.
Cattle and ruminants of all kinds produce methane as a byproduct of breaking down grass and other things that they feed on.
Methane has 21 times more climate-changing power than CO2. In America, cows produce more greenhouse gas than 22 million cars per year.
A cow can basically fill up a 55-gallon garbage bag full of methane every day. One cow's not a problem, but now we have 1.5 billion of them.
In the famous documentary Cowspiracy, we learn that livestock is responsible for 18% of the planet's total greenhouse gas emissions. But in 2009, a report published by the World Watch Institute showed that livestock is responsible for 51% of total greenhouse gas emissions. Let's assume the report is wrong by 2/3. We still have 17%, most of it methane, which is 23 times more potent than CO2 as a greenhouse gas in the atmosphere. If you really want to do your part in fighting climate change and keep driving, just stop eating beef and dairy products.
That 1/4 pound hamburger requires over 660 gallons of water to produce. Here I've been taking these short showers trying to save water, and to find out just eating one hamburger is the equivalent of showering 2 entire months.
It's not just about climate change. Even though greenhouse gas emissions are the most serious threats and are mainly generated by cattle, raising pigs and chickens also seriously damages the environment.
Slaughterhouses create about 30 million pounds of contaminants a year, mainly nitrates and ammonia used to disinfect meat.
The consumer enjoys the fact that they can buy inexpensive chicken in the grocery store. But what the consumer doesn't understand is there's so many hidden costs.
Industrially produced food might seem cheap, but not when you factor in external costs like damage to the environment.
If you want to have a light footprint on this planet, stop eating all animal products and keep your car. Your car one day will be clean when all electricity is produced entirely by clean renewable energy.
The 100% electric Nissan Leaf. Innovation for the planet. Innovation for all.
Raising animals for food for more than 7 billion people on this planet will never be clean. I will make a video later about how you can remove all animal products from your diet and not only be healthy, but thrive and improve your health.